Shalom. So I just attempted to answer this question that the YouTube studio asked me, and I didn't realize that I was only going to be given a minute to answer it. So I'm redoing this video because I do want my audience to know what matters to me. I want you all to know what drives me to do videos. And while I have hit a reset on this channel because I really wanted to change the way we have our conversations here. The main point of this channel for me was to be a social blog, but also I still maintain it is a channel about everything and nothing at all, right? I think that my main focus right now is leadership. I'm zeroed in like a laser on leadership because I'm in the middle of my own leadership journey. I'm consumed by all things leadership right now, books, taking two leadership courses. I am actually going to enroll in another one soon because I really think it is important when you are in a leadership position that you understand when you take on that role that is a never ending journey. You will always be learning about leadership, you will always be cultivating it unless you're somebody that thinks a position equals leadership, and it's just not a realistic or sustainable perspective. I think when it comes to cultivating and creating positive healthy workspaces, and I feel like that's not happening a lot right now. I feel like there's a deficit when it comes to creating happiness or just contentment at work. It's not a priority for employers, and I feel like it is up to the employees to start demanding and asking for things that we're not receiving, whether it's fair pay, a voice, and representation at the table when we talk about negotiating wages. Because I do think we're at a point where unions are even failing us. They're not showing up for us in the ways that they should. And I do hear the argument from unions, there's not enough participation. There's not enough money for them to be invested in the cause, like for, I guess, their own satisfaction, or in terms of hiring people full time to take on those jobs as being union reps. Most office spaces, if you do have a union, should have a shop steward, but I can say for the most part, I've been in spaces where I see that's almost non-existent either. And the union really is pretty much just a figurehead. They're just there because they were selected to represent. So I think it's right now, I think my passion is about the everyday average Joe in the working space. So that is why I am really examining leadership. And I do think once you start on a leadership journey, the reason why it's continuous and it never stops is because, first of all, there's always something to learn. There are always ways to improve the workspace. And not only that, a lot of times, especially if you work for a company that has high turnover, you are going to be dealing with that. And if you are in a workspace where you're dealing with a toxic work environment, there's just going to be an endless cycle of different dealing with different people, and you have to have the skills to be able to navigate that and cultivate these people to the best of your ability. It's just not always easy. And so definitely be having the voice of the blue collar worker, the everyday average Joe who makes under 100,000. Because every time I'm on social media, I hear people, everybody makes six figures and they're millionaires. I mean, I cannot tell you how many clubhouse rooms I've been in where everybody claims to be a millionaire. It's crazy, right? All the millionaires are on Clubhouse and YouTube. So I am concerned. I really am concerned about the voice of the working person, that person making 25, 30, 40,000, 50,000, 60,000. I'm really concerned about our voices being heard because I feel like we're not being represented. We're being represented by people who actually are in the working class, but because of the pressures of social media and the idea that you need to be elite in order for your, and I'm talking financially elite, in order for your voice to matter, I think we need to stop that and just listen and let us speak. Let us speak. Come out and talk because I see you. You're here anyway, and I do hear you speaking, but you're not speaking from your real life perspective. So that's what I'm passionate about, making sure working class people get fairness, equity, and justice in the workspace, and that our voices get heard. That's it. Thank you.